The Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So last night's playoff hockey game, it was not easy to get up for, because even if we won, we probably still had to win the third game next week in order to make the Stanley Cup final. But if we lost, we still controlled our own destiny by winning next week. And that's because our game was second last night, and so we got to watch the first game, in which the Flying Carpets beat the Desert Rats. The Desert Rats were 0-2. The Flying Carpets were 1-1. We were 1-0, and the Coconuts were 0-1. Or we were 1-0, and the Coconuts were 1-0. So the winner would be 2-0. Loser would be 1-1. If we had won, there would have been 2-1-1. The 0-2 team was going to play If the Coconuts won, then they would have been 2-0. They would have played the 0-2 Desert Rats, and the game would have meant nothing, because even if the Coconuts lost, they'd be 2-1, and the two 1-1 teams would be playing, and then the winner would be 2-1, and then that would be it. But if we had beat the Coconuts, we would have been 2-0, and we would have faced the 1-1 Flying Carpets, and then the 1-1 Coconuts would play the 0-2 Desert Rats. And if we lost to the Flying Carpets and the Coconuts beat the Desert Rats, there would be 3 2-1 teams and 1 0-3 team, and then we'd go to the tiebreaker, which is penalty minutes. And I don't know what we have the fewest penalty minutes. We just have 2, mine actually, but who knows what penalties we would get next week. So that's what. So that scenario did not happen anyway, in the sense that we did not beat the Coconuts. So we are 1-1. The Coconuts are 2-0 and have clinched a spot in the Stanley Cup final, and we have to play the 1-1 Flying Carpets next week, and the winner will face them. The first game next week between the Desert Rats and Coconuts mean nothing, because the Desert Rats have clinched, making the third place game with their 0-2 record, and the Coconuts will be 2-1. There will not be 3 teams with the 2-1 record this year, because none of the teams will be 0-3. It's the science of the 4-team round-robin tournament. So as far as our game went, we gave up a goal, and then we came back and tied it, and then we gave up 3 goals, and it was 4-1, and we got a goal at the end of the second to make it 4-2, but nobody scored in the third period, and that was your final. I didn't play very well. I was a -2. As a team, we did not play very well. In the third period, I think some of us got panicky, because half the team decided they would take longer shifts, so then they would just be tired and stand around out there. And really the only reason the other team didn't score anymore is, I don't know why. I guess they were being nice. I don't know. And then it was just really weird. Twice I missed a shift because the player came off the ice and I didn't see it, because I didn't see him. And so then the other guy on the bench came on instead of me, which is just really a loser thing on my part. I don't know how that happened. I must have mentally not been in the game. So I take full responsibility for my shitty play. What else can you really say about that, I guess, right? So our goalie felt bad, but it really wasn't his fault, because you can't win when you only score 2 goals. We were playing the best goalie in the league, but we could have scored more than 2 goals. We were actually kind of lucky to get the 2 goals we did. The second goal was off the pipe, so gotta be thankful we got that. I played all forward positions, and I lost most of my face-offs, because their team is a lot of the good face-off winners on it. I mean, it was really hard to get anything going. We'd get the puck into their zone, and then they would clear it out every time. And I would pass the puck I had like 7 turnovers, and I don't turn the puck over that much. I turn the puck over all the fucking time. It was just not a very enjoyable game. And then I almost hit my friend Russ in the nuts, but I didn't lift the puck high enough. But I was trying to hit the puck around, and we kept hitting the pucks into them, which if you're trying to get ricochets, that's fine, but when you're shooting from the point, there's nowhere for the puck to ricochet to. That's a benefit. If you're shooting on the net from, halfway down, alright, fine, like a face-off circle. Those are fine. You could just fire it toward the net, but when you hit it right into someone's shin guards when you're shooting from the point and the guy's standing 5 feet in front of you, that's bad. Just hit it off the boards and get it into the corner. Nothing was working out, and I don't know enough about hockey to know why. And so, what can I say? I still don't know if I'm going to be in next week's game and or the Stanley Cup final, because I still don't know if I'm going to Germany, so for all I know, I could have played my last game of the season. I also know that I broke my pants. I went to put the strap on, and the little plastic thing that you put in like on a seatbelt broke off, and so I had to use I had to use shin guard tape to keep my pants up, but it had no effect on my play. But I bought a new pair of pants on eBay this morning, and I'm negotiating with the seller because the shipping rate is really high, and it's actually cheaper to ship express than it is to ship priority. However, if they deliver it requiring a signature, then no one's going to be here to sign for it. So, what can I say? Other than that, I didn't do much. I worked for Yahoo, and then that's it. And now I'm recording music. It was a pretty slow news day, all things considered. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.